What the hell is this country coming to? Seriously. What the fuck is this country coming to? From what we had the religious zealots beforehand. And we thought they were done. We thought people finally got done with them and they learned a lesson or whatnot. Then we got the far left doing their whole shit. Now it feels like either they're emboldened or whatever. The religious right is trying it again. But this time, they're really striking at home. You've all been hearing about the books being banned and everything, correct? I mean, it was one thing when this has been banned from some schools. Why? The contents, of course. But it's really, a line has truly been crossed. When some places, like in Tennessee, are banning this. This book means a lot to me. It's the first comic book that ever showed me that comics can be more than just for superheroes. That there can actually ever be a point to it. They can do something that cartoons and novels couldn't. Art Spiegelman, he refused to ever have this be adapted for good reason. Let me pull up the article. Continuing the recent spat. Now, this is a very left-wing article. I admit that. Continuing the recent spat of conservative book banning initiatives, the McKimmon County School Board just voted to ban the Pulitzer Prize-winning graphic novel MAUS by Art Spiegelman from all of its schools, citing inclusion of words like goddamn and naked pictures, illustrations of women. Now, at the point of this article, there were no actual known for what the meeting was. Now, of course, originally said there was a 10-0 thing. Turns out it was more 6-4 from what I understand. But the reasons still apply. It's... Good God. Good God on my... I mean, yeah, because the word's goddamn. But what's this nudity? Where is this a female nudity? Well, remember, this book is told from the pages of Art Spiegelman visiting his father, who was a Holocaust survivor. So we would have stuff in the present day and stuff of him, talking to his father and everything. And at one point, now his mother had committed suicide. She left no note, as he would make it clear. Now there was a point where, and this happened in real life. His father's new wife is a son of a friend of hers had found one of his old comics, The Prisoner on the Hell Planet, which he did not long after which Art drew years ago, not long after his mother committed suicide. So this one is done in a very different style, as opposed to the whole point of this book was, if you're Jewish, you're a mouse. If you're German, you're a cat, and all that. But yeah, at some point during this, where is it? Right there. Father shows up, and she's naked right there. They felt the need to censor this or ban it because of that and a bunch of goddams. But that's not all. Oh no! That's not all! Board member Tony Allman supported the move to remove the vulgar and inappropriate content. Because here's the thing, there's people instead of just consulting their attorney, they decided the best way to fix or handle language in the book was to redact it. To get rid of the 8 curse words in the picture of the woman. But here's what Allman says. We do need to enable or somewhat promote this stuff. I'm not denying that it was horrible, brutal, and cruel. Referencing the Holocaust. It shows people hanging. It shows kids and shows them killing kids. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, come on. Okay, come on, come on. No, no, no. I'm too far ahead. There is a. I know what they're talking about. Oh, come on. Ah, here it is. Kid crying his head off, slammed him against the wall. Or then it was later on revealed that Art's older brother, Richu, got killed off screen by a bunch of poison when stuff was going on. So yeah, they kill a kid. Like, why did the education system promote this kind of stuff? It's not wise or healthy. Oh, I may be wrong, but this guy, meaning Spiegelman, that created his artwork, used to do the graphics for Playboy. You can look at his history, and we're letting him do graphics in books for students in elementary school. If I had a child in the 8th grade, this ain't happening. If I had to move him out and homeschool him to put him somewhere else, this is not happening. Or other members said the books were completely unnecessary. We're talking about teaching ethics to our kids, and it starts out with the dad and the son talking about that when the dad lost his virginity. It wasn't explicit, but it was there. We don't need to teach this stuff to kids to teach kids history. We can teach them history, and we can teach them graphic history. We can tell them exactly what happened, but we don't need all the nakedness and all the other stuff. What the fuck? This wasn't created for schools, but schools chose to use this because of what it represents. It didn't hold back. It didn't need to be fucking watered down because you guys are so... You know, when I first read this, you want to know when I first read this? I was in middle school, and I understood it, and it opened my eyes to a lot of the brutality, not watered down bullshit. Jesus Christ! Is there any reason why the left keeps on thinking the right wants to censor history? Because many of them do. Not all of them. Not all of them, but many of them do because they're so sensitive. Yeah, of course the left wants to claim, oh, they want to hide their evils that they perpetrated. No, no, it's more because they want to just hide the evils in general. Why? Why? Why the fuck? This book means a lot to me. Now, I'm not Jewish. I'm Christian. Or Catholic. Yeah. All right? I'm Christian. I'm not Jewish, but this still meant a lot. I understood a lot of what happened here. Sorry, I ended up hitting the space bar by accident. Jesus Christ. And then, even further, Cochran, one of the other board members, proposed revisiting the entire curriculum over concerns to develop a normalizing sexuality, normalizing nudity, and normalizing vulgar language. If I was trying to indoctrinate somebody's kid, this is how I would do it! This is not a recent woke creation! When did this come out? When did this come out? 1986. In the 80s. In the motherfucking 80s. This was created to tell a story that Art felt needed to be told. As he talks about in this book. This is a book that asks the 3 questions. Why the Holocaust? Why mice? And why comics? This is such a thorough read. I mean, look at this. To answer those 3 questions, I took this much. It's an important story. It's very important. It is a story that should be told and shared. Yes, there is some stuff in here, but it makes sense because it's what was said. These are right from the words of an actual Holocaust survivor. Art didn't make things up. He didn't pull things back because to do so would lose the impact. But these idiots want to water it down or ignore it entirely. Why? There's a... I mean, okay. Why the Last Man? I get it. There's not curriculums based off of it. But there is stuff based off of this. Why? Why The Last Man is fiction. This is mostly based on real life. I mean, obviously, Art took some liberties here and there, but not that fucking much. This actually, and most of this stuff actually happened. And it was brutal. It was motherfucking horrid. And you just want, they just want to water it down and say, why are we teaching this? Because it actually happened! Oh, we're indoctrinating and we're sensualizing nudity. It was a horror moment of him trying to get his anger out over his mom's suicide! Suicide! The only other bit of nudity is when they actually get to the concentration camp, which is this is the complete version. If you get rid of 2 separate ones, you could do book 1. No nudity, except for that bit with the prisoner from Planet Hell. But book 2, as you have a point, is when they get to Auschwitz. And as soon as they are there, they are sent told running in to get their new uniforms. And yeah, to the point where they're all naked. It's not glorifying normalizing anything. And again, the brutality, that's what fucking happened! What are you gonna do? Just be like, or things like that? That's what happened. They killed kids. If they're telling us the horrors, the evil of what was done back then, you want to just ignore it? Seriously. This is happening. This is actually happening. I thought the left was bad, but this is just as stupid. This is asinine! This is as bad as a lot of stuff that the left wants to ban. They want to ban this stuff, and I can't even fathom the reason! The reasons, it's like they want an excuse to get rid of this, so they can water things down. That's one funny thing. The left wants to get rid of it because of their fees, their personal fees. They want to get this because they feel outraged and it could corrupt the youth. Either way, both sides are in the wrong. I'm sorry, I just need to get this rant out, but fucking God! This book should not be banned. There's a reason why there's curriculums about this. Oh, you want to talk about that? It's not like they're doing Watchmen in high school. I mean, if they are, that's one thing. But it's like, you want normalizing nudity. Well, what about Dr. Manhattan? Huh? What about him? What about Dr. Manhattan and his giant blue dick? Huh? You have him walking around with that big song everywhere. You get a movie version of it made. Oh boy, yeah, they'll be showing that in schools if they wanted to. This normalizes a lot of the violence more so, and it's still fiction. This is reality, mostly. If it was fiction, okay, I'd understand to an extent. But the fact that this is based off of some stuff that actually happened, real life stuff, and you want to water it down, even saying, oh, I get it happened, but do we have to show and normalize this? I'm just going to be rambling in circles. This whole thing was a yell fest, I know. But can you blame me? Can you fucking blame me? It's late on my end. I just wanted to get this out of my system. Fuck! We're going back down this route again. We're the left is starting to might lose power. The right might come back, but is this what we want? Do we really want the religious right back in charge? No, we don't. We got to keep an eye and make sure things do not go. We trade one extreme for another. Just because it's our side doesn't mean it's good. Seriously, people, I want you to give me your own justification in the comments. Try and tell me why you think this deserves to be banned. Because I'm pretty sure you can't come up with anything that doesn't make you out to be a thin-skinned snowflake. This is StarCraft, and catch you all later. You know what? One more thing I need to add on. All those out there in CG and everything who are complaining about DC comics and how they're ruining everything in the comics, where the fuck are you guys complaining about this shit? Oh, why? Is it because it's right wing? Oh, it must be good. Is it because some of you guys might have a problem with Why the Last Man? Because you think, oh, it promotes an agenda, even though it's very good quality. You're just looking at the surface level stuff. I'm sure you're gonna probably come up with some reason to BS about this. But no, it's not important. The risk of having such good books taken out of the library is not important because it's anti-woke, because it's the right wing doing it, and the right can never be wrong. Where the fuck are you guys, guys? You're gonna just trade one extreme for the other because it's your side of the political aisle. Wake up! I'm not gonna go as far as that one crazy woman going, wake up! No. But seriously, wake the fuck up. Seriously, wake up and smell the coffee. Because if it's starting with Why the Last Man in this, imagine where it's going to go next. If they feel that emboldened, where the fuck do you think it's going to go next? That's all I wanted to add on. See ya.